Hi guys, I'm Buck Weezer, putting the do into do-it-yourself. And our do-it-yourself small engine project today features this Scott's lawn tractor. I think it's from 1999, so it's a little over 20 years old, and this is the S2046 model. So Scott's, there's also some John Deere models that are just like this. So what we're doing today will apply to them as well. Scott's, John Deere, whatever. And the problem with the tractor today is that it does not go forward or reverse. It's got a broken drive belt. So we need to replace that drive belt. And I'm going to do my best to give you some tips and pointers about how to do that. Don't think it's going to be too terribly difficult, but I may have some challenge trying to film from underneath the tractor. So the first thing I did is I got the front end up a little bit off the ground. That'll make it easier to work and also give me a better chance of getting a camera under there to show you what I'm doing. So let me give you show you what you need in terms of parts. I've got them over here on the workbench. And of course, mainly we need this drive belt. This is a 1/2 by 96 inch. 1/2 inch by 96 inches drive belt. And while we're at it, I want to replace these idler pulleys that are all part of that drive belt system. And there's 3 different ones. This flat idler, then these 2 grooved idlers. One it has a short stem, one has a longer stem. I'll try to leave the part numbers in the description where you can get those items. So I got to lay on the ground, so I think I want to put a tarp down under there so I don't get so dirty. And then we'll get started, and I'll try to show you some of the steps as we go. Alright, so we're under the tractor, and I'll just give you the basic lay of the land. There's the transaxle, the transmission, and the fan and the pulley on top of the transaxle. So the belt has to go around there. Then we've got places for 3 idlers. There's one here. I've already removed the old one and just left the bolt hanging. It's the second one that goes there. Third one that goes there. Then, sorry, this is tough. The belt comes around here through these belt guides and around the main drive pulley off the motor. So I didn't take the old one down in as much as it broke, just came off. So I don't know what challenges we'll have in routing the new one, but it doesn't appear to be too difficult. So our next step is to get these idlers mounted. That's not too hard. This looks like a 1/2 inch, maybe that's a 9/16, I don't remember, wrench. We'll get those new idlers up there, and then we'll snake the belt into place. Okay, thought I'd try to show you these idler pulleys. It's the flat idler that goes closest to the front of the tractor. All right, so he's on and good to go. And then the other 2 idlers are also in place. This center one I did not tighten down yet because it slides on this track. This is the way in which we put the right tension on the belt. So I'm not going to tighten him down yet until we have the belt installed. The rearmost one, yes, I did tighten that guy down. Okay, so I think that I'm ready to route the belt. So let me see what I can do with that. And I probably need to do it and then come back and talk to you about how that goes. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so as I can see it, the only things we need to move out of the way here in order to run the belt is we need to unhook these springs, which are part of the deck engagement lever. Move those springs out of the way. And then I think this right here, that bolt there that's part of locking the parking brake in place, we need to take this off. It looks like a 7/16 nut and move that out of the way. I think that's all that will be required in terms of moving things out of the way so that we can easily run the belt. All right, I also see that this steering linkage needs to get moved out of the way. And to do that, we have to come up here, remove that cotter pin, then we'll be able to move this bar out of the way. Just one of those necessary steps, but it's no big deal. Okay, I got the belt routed and in place, and I misspoke earlier. I said that this pulley here slides and is adjustable to provide the tension. The tension is actually provided by a big spring right up there, and on this pivoting arm, so where this idler is. So that was pretty hard to get it around that pulley. I pushed with the butt end of my hammer against this lever, against the tension of the spring, and was able to route the belt around that idler there. So I think this guy is properly routed at this point, and I think just a matter of putting some of the components back together that we had removed. Okay, one last look underneath the tractor. I got it all hooked up around the respective pulleys and so forth. One issue that I had to repair is, not repair, but redo is, originally I had this belt on the other side of this shaft. See, maybe you can see that. That's the blade engagement shaft that pokes through, and so I had to reroute that back up a few steps and get it on this side. I think that's better. I know this has been really hard to see underneath, but trial and error, and I think we've got it. So happy about that. Well guys, that's it for the awkward video on replacing the ground drive belt on this Scott's lawn tractor. I haven't reviewed that video footage, but hopefully it's not going to make us too dizzy to view it. I got to do some engine maintenance on this tractor, and then I'll be ready to fire it up and test it out. I want to thank you for joining me on the video. Hopefully it was of help to you, and I will look forward to your comments and questions in the discussion below. Thanks, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.